as you could tell, I did not expect, and I never expect, to come in and give a testimonial, because I never know how I'm feeling or what I'm going through on that particular day or whatnot. But some things have been really taking off lately, not just in my life, but in the lives that I've been able to, I wouldn't say inspire, but really give them that sense of hope and that peace, because you might be struggling in your life with a circumstance or situation that you just don't know how to get through it. And we're all going to have those days of that, and challenge and struggle, and finding our place in this world. We all have a place in this world. We all have that meaningful purpose. We all have that drive and determination to do what we're meant to do with our lives. And we all find it at different times in our lives too. There's no particular age when you find that, maybe you're 16, or maybe you're 30, 60 or 80. You know, the age, there's no age limit to find that meaningful purpose. If you have a meaningful purpose already, that's wonderful. And I never know, like I say, I never know what I'm going to say in these. And I always speak my heart. I always real and authentic with you all. And I didn't say y'all this time. I could have. Um, it's just how we're equipped to, I would say, going back to social awareness. And I do mention that. I have mentioned that in past testimonies, and season 1 or season 2 of this series, of this testimonial series that I sat out on back in 2016. Believe it or not, it'll be a year this September when I started these. And I didn't expect any of this to really take shape. I didn't expect any of this to really happen. It just happened the way it was supposed to happen. It wasn't forced. It wasn't thought about. It just, the way everything comes to me in that very moment, in that, that, oh gosh, I'm looking for the word. Help me out here, folks. There's a word that goes to this. I just always feel like I need for me to speak my mind and my heart. And I've never shied away from being who I truly am as a human being. I can be very unfiltered. I say things at the top of my head. At times, I've gotten myself in trouble for it. And then there are times where I just have to stay quiet and not say anything at all. I'm the kind of person that I hate drama. I hate gossip. And I've lived with drama and gossip for so many years. And I've worked with it in the past. I've worked with it. I worked with drama, and I worked with gossip. It's everywhere in this world, and it's more relevant today than it ever has been. And if you are like me and live in a very small town, people know your business. Things get around. And eventually there's going to be even more changes in my life, and a huge move as well. A lot of things, like I have said before, a lot of things are coming in fast forward for me. A lot of life changes. I make no apologies for the person that I am. I am who I really am. I could be very bullheaded and stubborn at times, and I have butted heads with people. And that comes across sometimes in these videos, in these testimonials, or just on social media alone. But I've learned not to get into arguments with people. It's not worth it. So if you find yourself on social media having an argument with someone, back away from that conversation. That's the best thing to do, is just back away from the whole conversation altogether. It's not worth it. It's not worth getting upset or angry. It isn't, because then you're going to say something that you're going to regret, and the other person is just going to feel it. So back away from it. There's a lot of toxic energy online and social media. However, there is a good part of it too. And when you're able to make a difference in one life, you're making a difference in changing that perspective and learning from someone as well. We all have that in ourselves. We all do. And that was the reason why I was coming in here for this testimonial, for this third episode. Oh my gosh. Like I say, I just never know what I'm going to say in these things. And I've gotten some really great feedback already from season 3. And if you haven't seen season 1 or season 2, it's going to give you a better insight on who I am as well. I'm a self-published author. I'm not a best-selling author. I never will be unless I find that opportunity to be. Money is not everything. Fame and fortune isn't everything. There's so much greed in this world, and people get wrapped up in that, and they lose themselves in the process of it. I will never lose myself because of this. I'm not in it for anything else but to give you hope. And that's all that it is. And to give you that sense of peace and happiness in your life, because we're all going through something. We're all struggling, and we're all going through these difficulties. And no matter where it takes us, it's going to take us somewhere. I have become really open on so many things. It's just not my Christianity or my anxiety and depression. It's so much more than that. There's a meaningful purpose in my life to be able to do this, and to be able to be so open with you on so many things, such as who I am as an individual and what I've gone through, and be able to share some of that with you. Like I said, this season is more lighthearted than the previous season, because season 2, I had so many things going on in my life at those times that I wasn't sure how I was going to come in and talk about it. And I've been very vocal on mental health. Anyone who struggles and lives with this, it's a constant battle. It is a constant battle between your heart and your mind, because your mind is working more than your heart. But you have to listen to your heart more than your mind, because your mind's going to make decisions. Your heart isn't. And you have to reach that. I don't say you have to. You can reach that. You can reach it. There is hope there, and there is movement, and there's change, and there's growth. And when I hear of someone taking their life because of depression, people just come out of the woodwork and just start becoming more socially aware of this. This is a constant thing. I want to say this now, because otherwise I'll forget it and not say it again. I'm going to say this now. People who do not live with depression or anxiety are not educated on this whatsoever. People who live with it, who struggle with it, they're the ones that know. The people around you may not see it because you're masking it, or you hide it so internally. And it's very crippling. It is very crippling. And I've been there already with it. I'm always going to live with it. This is why I continue to become more self-educated, because so many people are so blind to see that side, or they don't want to see that side. So no matter who you are or what you do with your life, continue to raise awareness on mental health. Not just because of one person taking their life like that. People live with demons. People deal with this every day. Educate yourself, folks. I encourage this so much. Educate yourself on this. If you have a family member a family member or a best friend or someone in your extended family, if they are living with this, they can come to you. They can. That's their choice. There's choices in this. If they're not in it, there are going to be a lot of consequences. A lot of them. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I heard in the news of an artist who took his life. Now, this is why I come out and I say this, and I say it very often. I've become extremely proactive on this. I was diagnosed with anxiety, GAD, and depression in March of this year. And I've become extremely proactive, and it's something that I talk about a lot. So if you find anything offensive, I hope you don't. I pray that you don't. But this is how I feel. This is who I really am as a human being. So I encourage you all to educate yourself on mental health. It is so important because, like I said, there are family members. You might have a family member or a relative who lives with this. And if they want to come out and talk about it, they will. It's their choice, not yours. Don't come out of the woodwork and just start talking about it. So many of the ones that live with this constantly are going to talk about it if they want to talk about it. There is a huge difference there, people. Huge difference. So no matter who you are, like I said, no matter who you are or what you do with your life, there's always a choice. Now, I'm going to end on this note because I want to keep this season very lighthearted. I want to thank everybody. Always appreciate you for taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. Seriously, they mean the world to me. And I thank you so much for that. And I'm just so happy and so blessed to be able to do this for you. And yes, I don't look my greatest today. I slapped on some lipstick and a little blush, but that was it. I'm not big on makeup. I, usually have my hair done, but I have a number of projects going on and I'm back and forth with those, and I'm housework, we all have this. The women, every woman that I know in this world, they either they have careers. They take care of the family unit. They do the cooking, the cleaning, raising the children. But yes, there are some fathers out there and husbands who actually step in and do it as well. Not all of you do that. I know this from my own personal experience. So, needless to say, every woman I know in this world or have heard of are very self-empowering human beings and very independent. No matter who you are or what you do, maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, maybe you're a best-selling author, or maybe you're just an independent self-published author like me. Maybe you're an aspiring artist or songwriter. Maybe you're an aspiring actor or actress. Or you want to be a doctor or a nurse. And you want to make a difference in someone's life. Maybe a police officer, an EMT. The list is endless. So follow your dreams, people. Follow your dreams and live your dreams. And don't let that fire fall. Don't let the fire burn out. You just keep doing what you love doing. The rest will fall in place. And yes, this is a little longer than I usually talk, but I enjoy talking to you. And I appreciate that every day. Thank you so much.